good evening. Here you are watching News Bulletin with Prabha Sharma. So let's get to the top news coverage. The Kerala High Court on Tuesday granted anticipatory bail to dubbing artist and activist Bhagya Lakshmi and two of her friends accused of manhandling YouTuber Vijay P. Nair in September. Police had registered a case against three after they allegedly trespassed into a lodge where Nair was staying on September 26 and assaulted him for making derogatory remarks against women on his YouTube channel. The incident was live streamed on the Facebook account of one of the accused. The issue triggered a debate in the state with many activists and others hailing the direct action. They said they were forced to take action after police failed to act on their complaint. The police later arrested Vijay P. Nair, but he was released on bail. Following the incidents, the state government had decided to bring an audience to deal with cyber attack on women. All three were charged under Section 323, voluntarily causing hurt, 506, criminal intimidation, 452, house trespassing, and 392, robbery of the Indian Penal Code. In the first week of October, the Chief Judicial Magistrate Court had rejected their anticipatory bail plea after accepting the contention of the prosecution that it would give a wrong message and it may prompt others to take law into their hands. Though the High Court took a strong position in the case initially, saying those who take law into their hand should also be ready to face its consequences. Justice Ashok Menon granted them anticipatory bail. Arnab Goswami moves Supreme Court challenging Bombay HC order denying him bail. Republic TV editor Arnab Goswami moved Supreme Court after the Bombay High Court dismissed his petition for interim bail in 2018 abetment to suicide case on Monday. Goswami was arrested along with two others, Firoz Sheikh and Nitish Sharda, by Alibag police and remanded to judicial custody for 14 days on November 4 in connection with the death of interior designer Anvay Nayak and his mother Kumud Nayak in 2018. The 47-year-old journalist had earlier filed an interim bail plea before the Bombay High Court on Saturday. The court had reserved its order on Goswami's plea and given him an option to file the application in Sessions Court, which he took and filed a bail plea before a session court on Monday. Following his arrest from his Lower Parel residence, Goswami was kept at a local school designated as a COVID-19 center for the Alibag prison till November 8, after which he was shifted to the Taloja jail in Navi Mumbai. MCD employees continue to protest against non-payment of salaries at Civic Centre. The employees of the Municipal Corporation of Delhi on Tuesday continued their protest at the Civic Centre against the non-payment of salaries and pensions for the second day in a row. They shouted slogans like "Vetan do, Vetan lene aaye hain, 5 mahine se bina vetan kaam." With Diwali festivities around the corner, the employees have said that the demonstration will continue until the MCD authorities do not credit their salaries and give them the annual bonus as well. During their demonstration on Monday, Shakuntala Devi, an MCD employee, had said, "I haven't received my salary since June 4. We are protesting since morning because there is not any other way to fetch our rights now. We demand the clearance of our monthly dues and we should be paid our bonuses as well." MCD administration had promised to clear out dues soon, but they have failed. They paid the doctors of the 3 municipal hospitals after their protest and we were sidelined. Now our protest will continue as long as our salaries are not paid. The resident doctors of Hindu Rao Hospital had protested for a few weeks against the non-payment of salaries, after which their demands were met on October 29. The MCD employees who are protesting currently expressed their annoyance over the administration ignorance of their demand as they paid the resident doctor to end their strike. Repeated attempts being made to bring bilateral issues into SCO agenda, says PM Modi at summit. While speaking at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit on Tuesday, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasized on the importance in countries respecting each other's sovereignty and territorial integrity. India has strong cultural and historical ties with Shanghai Cooperation Organization countries. India believes that to enhance connectivity, it is important that we move forward while respecting one another's sovereignty and territorial integrity, PM Modi said. However, it is unfortunate that repeated attempts are being made to unnecessarily bring bilateral issues into the SCO agenda, which violate the SCO Charter and Shanghai spirit. Such efforts are contrary to the spirit of consensus and cooperation that define SCO, he added. The Prime Minister also highlighted India's strong opposition to terrorism and drug use. India strongly believes in peace, security and prosperity, and we have always voiced opposition to terrorism, illegal arms, smuggling, drugs and money laundering. India has remained firm in its commitment to work under the SCO as per principle laid down in SCO Charter, he said. Counting of votes for the Bihar Assembly elections get underway at 55 counting centers. The election was held in 3 phases on October 28, November 3 and November 7. The exercise will decide the electoral fate of over 3,700 candidates who are in the race to win the 243 seats of the state assembly. The 3-phase Bihar Assembly poll amid the COVID-19 pandemic and consequent economic slowdown ended on November 7 with around 55% voting for the third and final phase with 78 seats at stake. That's all for today. For more such updates, stay connected with JK News Network.